What's going on, you guys? Steven from Airsoft Tech, and today I'm bringing you guys something very different. Today we're actually going to be doing an experiment. So today we're going to be testing out to see if gas blowback airsoft guns can actually still function when they're drenched in water or even submerged in water. So we're going to be doing two tests. The first one, I'm just simply going to be just dousing this thing in water, putting water in the barrel, opening the slide up and whatever, just basically just drowning it with water. And if it passes that test, then I'm going to get like a tub or something. I'm gonna have to find something to fill with water, and then I will literally submerge the airsoft gun into the tub of water and shoot and see if it can still fire out the BB. I'm not trying to see how far the BB travels or anything like that. It's just to see if gas blowback, or if this gas blowback gun can still operate and function as it should when it comes in contact with water. So yeah, obviously you guys already know which one I'm using today. This is the Colt 1911 railgun. This was provided by Airsoft Station a while ago. It's probably not in focus because I have it for face tracking. But yeah, this was provided by Airsoft Station a very long time ago. I have the unboxing, review, shooting test. So if you want to see any videos on this bad boy right here, I will definitely link everything in the description. This was also the gun that I used to demonstrate those little airsoft paintball BBs. That was a pretty funny video. It actually got a lot of views too. I wasn't expecting that, but I'll link that below as well if you want to see little airsoft paintball BBs. Alright, so now let me zoom in here. We're gonna get pretty close to my chin and my lips and whatever. I'm going to show you guys that this gun does actually work. Safety off, and here we go. You guys ready? Oh my god, crazy amount of kick with this 1911. This has a fresh 12 gram CO2 cartridge and 0.23 I believe gram BBs in here. So you know the gun works. It fired right into the IV. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. The sound of the gun, the slide going back and forth probably muffled all the noise. But anyways, let's go ahead, get my hose, and we're gonna start drenching this thing in water and still see if it functions. Hopefully I'm still in focus. I took the magazine out of the gun, as you guys can see, got my hose and whatnot. Very nice. Watering the grass just a little bit. Anyways though, we're gonna be first drenching the magazine and then we'll be doing the gun. So let me go ahead, set the gun down really quickly. All right, let's go. Oh my god, I'm getting sprayed. I bet the camera's gonna get all wet too, but get some up in there. I don't think it's gonna do all too much, but you never know. Alright, so yeah, I doubt that's really gonna do anything, but hey, let's just do it anyways. Time for the gun itself. Hopefully this doesn't completely wreck my gun. If it does though, it's gas blowback, so it's pretty easy to take apart. Let's go ahead, put it into the mag well first. Oh my goodness. Woo. Oh, look at that. Whew, get some up in there. I know you guys can't really see, but I'm just getting it in the back over there. Let's go ahead and put some down into the barrel. Very nice. This is all turning into mud, if you guys were curious. I bet I've been out of focus this entire time. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit more going up in here. Alright, I'm sure that is definitely good enough. As you can see, it is just drenched. It is just dripping water everywhere. If you guys can see that. Oh, there you go. That's better. There's the BB. Oh my god, mist just... still worked. So the gun obviously passed the first test. The slide cycled perfectly each and every time. Mist flew everywhere. I'm not sure if the camera picked it up. If it didn't, I'm sorry. But it did shoot every single BB into the IV. So that was really nice. So the BBs fed just fine. The slide cycled perfectly. Everything is working as it should. It's just wet and shoots out mist. So test number one is checked off. This thing passed. So very nice, 1911. I'm proud of you. Now for test number two, I'm gonna have to go find a tub of some sort, and I'm gonna fill it up completely with water, and I'm going to submerge the 1911 into the water, and then we're going to see if it still is able to have the slide cycle, you know, as it should. Perfect. Alright, you guys, so we got the tub here filled up with water, ready to go. I have my Colt 1911 in here, just soaking up and whatnot. So there it is, just pulled it out of the water. So basically, I'm gonna be having this camera getting an overview type of angle or whatever, so you guys can see above the tub and above the gun. So I'll bring this camera closer, obviously, and then I also have though my GoPro Hero, which I will be submerging in the water with one hand, and with my other hand I'll be firing the gun, so you guys get a really close-up view underneath the water of the gun being fired, and then obviously that one getting an overview type of shot. All right, here we go, you guys. Alright, so it did feed BBs in there. I know you probably can't see, it's just too bright, but let's just keep going. There it goes. Oh my. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do it this way so you guys can see. Let's see if it still feeds when it's on its side. Let's go ahead and get the view like that. So I do not believe it's feeding. No, it's not feeding. So let me go ahead and see if I can fix it. I do not believe it's locking back. And I'm about to run out of gas. And it's out of gas. Alright, now it's time for CO2 cartridge number 2. Got the mag loaded up, ready to go. I'm gonna just put everything in underneath the water. So there's that. Let's see if it goes ahead and does this. Oh, it did. Okay, there we go. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and just start test number 2. There it is. Alright, so I went ahead and took all the BBs out. The GoPro is just facing the floor. Anyways, let's go ahead and see now if it will cycle, because up till now, it hasn't really been cycling on the second run for some reason. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Let's see. Oh, there is a BB in there. Okay, so that one did cycle. That one did not cycle. So what I think is happening, you guys, is it is indeed, the CO2 is indeed pushing the slide back. However, it's not pushing it far enough so then the next BB can be fed into the chamber. So it's just basically pushing it back a little bit so you still get that recoil feel. However, it is not cycling that next BB. So here, let's just go ahead and try again. Nope, still only one BB right there. So yeah, the first shot did go ahead and feed, but the other ones are not feeding anymore. Alright, you guys, so now what we're going to do for the very last thing, I just kind of thought of this on the spot because I just wanted to show you guys it from a distance. Now you can see me on the camera frame, as well as the tub, the water, everything. I'm going to go ahead and leave both the mag and the gun with the slide locked back in the water, and then I'm going to quickly go ahead and pick it up and then fire it. Ooh. We got a half cycle. Let's go ahead and do this. Let me just go ahead and dip it a few more times. Just like so. And we'll try it once again. Shake it all out. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That is what I'm talking about. This time it actually did really well. It's only when it's submerged in water and the slide has trouble going ahead and cycling fully to load that next BB in there. Alright, so it's been like 15 seconds. Let's just go ahead and take it out and see what happens. So that's 2 for 2 now, and this time we didn't have a jam, or the slide didn't, do a half cycle. It cycled every single time. As you guys can see, the slide even locked back. So this is really good. I'm dripping water everywhere. But just for the hell of it, I'm just gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna do it really fast. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Very nice. All right, so now for the very last thing that we're going to do. I'm gonna do the same thing, just go ahead, submerge both the mag and the gun. Get them BBs, CO2 cartridge, just leave them in there for a little bit. Then I'm gonna take them out just like what I've been doing the past 2 or 3 times. And then I'm going, instead of just shooting and showing you guys the blowback action, I'm gonna shoot into the water so you guys can see like the spray of BB, so you know it's actually feeding, give you guys more to watch. We're gonna be doing this right now. All right, here we go, you guys. Take it out. And there it is. Got probably about 12 to 15 BBs in there. Again, slide locks back. This 1911 is absolutely incredible. All right, so I think that's going to be it with shooting the gun in this video. However, let's just quickly go over the results to wrap up the video. So the first test where I had the hose and I was hosing the whole gun off, you know, I had water going through the barrel, into the slide or whatever, in the mag well, every place possible. The gun was still cycling, feeding, absolutely perfect. No half cycles, no jams, no nothing. No issues really at all. So the first test was 100% successful. Now the second test where we had the gun completely submerged in water and was shooting it while it was still submerged in water, it was feeding and cycling really nicely at the start, but as you guys could see and as I found out, the more and more I did it, the less and less it started to feed. So it basically didn't even feed at all towards the end. However, the slide was still cycling probably like halfway or not even halfway, because it would still get some of that kick. However, it wasn't cycling enough to go ahead and chamber that next BB so the BB could then be fired. So I'm gonna have to say test number 2, definitely a failure. At the start, I guess I could say it was a success, but overall definitely a failure. Test number 3, however, where we kept dipping the gun in water, you know, having it submerged and then taking it out really fast, loading it, you know, pulling the slide back, getting everything ready to go, and then shooting immediately, that still was performing really nicely. Besides that very first time where we had that one half cycle where the slide stopped halfway, and it was like jammed or whatever, but I just pulled the slide back, started shooting again, and it was feeding flawlessly. So other than that one time, everything was still functioning perfectly. BBs were being fed, slide was cycling as it should. Really, again, no issues. So test 1 and test number 3 were successful. Test number 2, as you know, was a failure. If you want to see any other experiments, you know, random videos, fun videos, please leave me suggestions in the comments and I will do them. And whichever videos I do decide to do or experiments that I decide to do, I will give the people shout outs, you know, the people who gave me the ideas, I'll give them like shout outs and I'll post their comments on the screen so we can, you know, just have some fun with one another. So yeah, so please leave me some suggestions. With all that being said though, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and smack that thumbs up button. And if you're new and you enjoyed what you watched, go ahead and click that subscribe button. But anyways, as I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching, but until next time, I'll see you guys later.